Hello and welcome everyone. I want to thank everybody for helping us get to 2,200 subscribers on YouTube. It's definitely a milestone for me and I appreciate everybody who subscribed. And so what I wanted to do was give you a little tour of my office and kind of share, like where I work from and where we publish You Wealth Revolution from and some of the different things in my life that are in my office space that really matter. And we're going to start that right now. But if you like this video, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe, share the channel with friends, and don't forget, down below we have a free energy gift that will double the power of your energy field in just 57 seconds, and an all new season of You Wealth Revolution starting up September 17th. All right, so let's get started. The tour of my office. All right, so just little things. I've got a bookshelf here. This is a book that my dad wrote about his life and his journeys coming to America. He originally is from Persia or Iran and was an immigrant, is an immigrant. He's still beautifully alive, and it's all about his story and coming here, overcoming hardships and everything he's done, and it's called A Window of Opportunity. And it's a really great book, and I'm a first-generation American, so I take a lot of that, value of the freedom we have and the possibilities we have into my heart. And so it's a real special thing that I keep here. So I look at it every day as I come in and I think, what freedom can we create for the world? This is a book I wrote as well called Your Greatest Truth. I wrote it about, I think in 2003 or so. Interestingly, I have not fully really promoted this book. I have copies that have gone out to different people and stuff. It is incredible. It's actually a story that will connect you to your higher self, and it's written as a story, which is pretty interesting. And it actually helps you to create a dialogue with your higher self, and so it's written in the dialect of kind of like a Twain or Dickens would write in the 1880s or so. And so it's a really interesting story. So it's almost like Christmas Carol meets your higher self. It's really cool. So anyway, if you get a copy of it or you get to find it, really neat. This is a picture my wife did of me with my son. So anyway, really cool stuff. So this is the desk where I've done most of my calls, and pretty simple, nothing major here. Had the same computer for probably like 10 years, literally. This is just a little table where I put a little shelf where I put things. This is my background degrees, University of Texas, and graduated with honors, which I'm proud of. University of Houston, graduated with an MBA program in finance, and I did graduate with honors here, so I'm not sure if that's on there, but I did graduate with honors. And then my law degree from the University of Houston, Doctorate of Jurisprudence and Supreme Court of Texas. Certification, I guess, or whatever it is, the duly admission to practice law. It's a certification. And this is kind of a little spot that I created for myself. It's like a little higher dimensional corner where I can just think if I want to write down ideas or meditate. I sometimes have a beanbag in here right there where I can just kind of think. But I love this picture. It's very expansive, and I'll sit here and think and sometimes do broadcasts from here. And then I've got some pictures with me and my wife. A true story of love never dies. And there are some special moments of different times. Our wedding picture, different things happening there. So, and that's that. And then what we have here is our high frequency energy table. This right here is the scalar device from our good friends at Scalar Wave Lasers, Paul and Lily Weisbart. This is called a Wi-Fi. It basically neutralizes any of the, or puts out 0-point energy that basically neutralizes any of the Wi-Fi frequencies around your field. And this can do this for up to a mile, so it's definitely a benefit for everybody in our location and community here. This is a tensor ring from Brian Besco, which I have over here, which I believe magnifies it. And then I've even got this beautiful device from none other than Ken Rolla. And so all of these things together really cool. I think this is one of Ken's holy hand grenade type devices. I'm not sure if that's what he calls it, but that's what it is. And it's these beautiful compressed crystals that basically it becomes kind of like an equivalent of orgonite or orgone, but it's got this, he's got his own patented process for that. And then I've got some sound bowls. I've got a pineal gland activator here that we can resonate. Jonathan Goldman, I believe, gave this to me. And I'll put this on my pineal gland, which would be my third eye, if I want to open things up. And then I've got also a 384 tuning fork. I've got tons of different things, singing bowls. Also got this crystal rock lamp. So this Himalayan rock salt, I usually will leave this on the table. And I've got some sound bowls. I got more stuff from Brian Besco, which is just amazing. And then I also have one of Ken Rolla's amazing sleep shields, and I use it in the office here. So this is a little bit of the table here in my office. And then I've got this other area where maybe you've seen me do broadcasts. This is kind of like my fifth dimensional and beyond desk, where, you know, if I'm working on new ideas or I'm really broadcasting out, thinking about the future and what's really going on the planet, I love to broadcast from this desk because it's just got a really good vibrational energy. It's very open. I'm right next to this higher vibrational place. And I bought these really cool hexagons to put on the wall because everything, if we go into the diagram and the architecture of the universe, the hexagon is a geometric shape that absolutely repeats itself over and over again in our architecture of the universe. So, you know, as I sit here and I think about how we're going to move the planet forward in a space of love and light and everyone's soul wisdom, I really wanted to have something that represented that. That's the hexagon. Now up here, I've got a tulip given to one of my really dear friends named Michael, a really cool guy who works with Kenji on some web stuff, and a really neat guy. This is actually a orgonite replica of the Mayan pyramid that I bought from a guy. I think he was maybe in Bolivia, I'm not sure, but it has a tensor ring built into it. It's got the metal filings and shavings which release orgonite energy. It's also got a number of crystals on the back, a very unique piece. And you know, I put this over my head as I'm working, just so I'm just in a very pure and beautiful place. And I've got some tensor rings here, and of course beautiful Buddha statues, and just sort of that energy of peace and love, and of course the cosmic energy. So this is kind of where it all happens, and some other things here, but it's pretty simple. It's not a huge space, but I've set it up to be a place where I really feel like I can connect in and hold a lot of really nice high vibration. And I'll give everyone else a tour as I get out of my office. One of the reasons I wanted to be here is if I go out here, there's another room here, and this is just a little spot where we live. We're out on a canyon. I think I talk about this a lot, just, you know, that I'm on a canyon and I like it. And one of the things about the canyon is that it's a Balcones preserve, so it's got miles. They are houses out here. Obviously, it's a neighborhood. If you look at the front, there's houses, but in the back here, we're pretty much just out in this beautiful space. And it's one of those things that, you know, I really feel drawn to nature and to that higher dimensional energy and the peace and the grounding that comes from it. So I'm really, really big on that. And this is where it all happens. And then we've got this. This is an energy pyramid that I actually built, and it's right outside my office. My office is right over here behind this wall. And this we're going to be using for a special project, which will be the Field of Miracles. And we're going to be taking people's names and actually putting them here, and then holding a space and monthly allowing just this vibrational energy. We've got beautiful energy from the Canyon Preserve coming in. We've got the UWealth Revolution offices here. We've got the 0 point table, and all of that frequency just kind of all blending in to this beautiful space. I've also got some other cool things I'll probably be adding to this once we bring it forward. So it just brings in that Field of Miracles and a lot of that Arcturian Palladian energy into your life. So that's one of the reasons I've designed the space, just to be very freeing, and also to let me just stay in the highest vibration possible and really connect. So all right, everyone, that's where all of it takes place. And I want to thank everybody for just subscribing and share the video or share anything that we're doing. We would love to grow our YouTube audience as much as possible. And if there's a suggestion to the type of content you want me to do, be it, energy updates or ascension updates of what's happening on the planet, more of our energetic processes from our U-Wealth Revolution vault going back 10 years, we've been slowly releasing those as just really powerful ways you can shift your energy, or anything else that you'd like me to do, including more live streams, just let me know. We want to keep growing and bringing this message of love and light to the planet. Thanks everyone, and thanks for helping us hit this little milestone at our YouTube channel. Much love.